What's going on, PE 575? Let's jump right into this. Identify what part of your story needs to be shared with others so they too can be inspired. I think what's unique about my story is that it took me over 15 years to get my undergraduate degree, and that was me attending 8 different schools. Long story short, before I was a Christian, I I dabbled or I did a lot of things that weren't necessarily the right choice, excuse me. So I got kicked out of multiple schools, and the only thing that really kept me on my feet to go back to these schools was football. You know, it's something that I excelled at, and something that people looked at and they kind of overlooked, my past and my record really. And so that's something that's really unique about me. So I think it's cool that I could work in areas where it's maybe socioeconomically it's maybe not the best, and so I could relate, to some of those kids, in terms of maybe not, or maybe at a point in their lives where they're trying to make important decisions, trying to make important choices, and so I think I could really connect with kids that way. Um, I've seen it work, and so I think just having that experience in life really has opened up the doors for me to reach my students and to let them know, hey, you could trust me, and that for a lot of them, I come from similar backgrounds. So I think that's something that could definitely be inspirational, and I have seen it in the past and with some of my students that I currently teach, and so um, yeah, definitely inspirational about my story and how I now value education, and how I used to look at it as really I didn't think I was going to be an educator. So I mean, yeah, it's just one of the many unique things about me and my life and my story. To continue on, what's this question here? One second. Um, what areas of physical education and sport do we need to be more accepting of each other's diversity? As a physical educator, I mean, we deal with in a public school, we deal with kids that are special ed, IEP students, or 504 students. I think it's important as a physical educator. When I first came into teaching, I really didn't know how to teach these students. I really didn't know anything about how to use cumulative files, cum files, and how to really read up on accommodating for these type of students. So really, that was a growing process for me. This is definitely an area for me as a physical educator that I continue to grow on, and it's something that I need to be aware of. I know a lot of my students are ELL learners, so being able to, uh, group my students with um, speakers that are bilingual, or the big thing for me is modeling, making sure that I'm modeling, and I think that's an important area for me that I need to continue to hone on and continue to build on, is being able to model before I let the kids, go into their own um, instruction. So yeah, this is just some of the things as a physical educator. I know visuals too is a big one for me. Now with Common Core State Standards being more incorporated, being more inclusive even in PE. There's a lot of things that I do with reading now, so I do a lot of think pair shares, a lot of graphic organizing when we are doing articles. So this is definitely areas that I think aren't familiar with a lot of PE teachers, but I think as the years progress, it's something that's going to be a big deal. So it's definitely an area I think that we need to build on as physical educators. All right, thank you.